What's up, nerds?
You're smiling. Hi, guys. That was very crappy, making forced smile thing. I can't English. So, the wedding was awesome and unique and hot.
Yeah, but it was pretty legit.
But it was
enjoyed
cool. It was very unique, as I said. So at the Renaissance Festival, you can have, whoever you want. You can bring a priest to say it. You can bring some, official or whatever to say it. As long as it's legal, you can bring whoever. Our friends brought a friend.
Our friends brought a friend.
They brought a friend. A very awesome friend who performed a pagan ceremony.
Yep.
Specifically Norse.
Yep.
Paganism. Yay, Loki.
And Odin.
And
Thor.
Well, he didn't say anything about Thor.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
The thing that he said the most about Thor is that it's basically something to the extent of we don't bullshit each other.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Oh, yeah, in the vows. Right. I forgot about that. But yeah, he wore a red outfit and then had a hood with antlers.
Mm-hmm.
It was so cool. But yeah, anyway, so we all had to gather at the front entrance area where there was a changing room with air conditioning, which was amazing. So
Air conditioning is overrated.
Air conditioning was awesome.
Air conditioning is overrated. Air conditioning is for the weak.
Degree heat.
85.
85. See, it was hot. We had to meet over there, and then there was a march from there, the front, to basically the back, which is where all the wedding venues.
Yep.
I couldn't think of the word for a second there. All the wedding venues were at.
There are like 4 different places that they do weddings.
I think it was 5 this year, but next year it's gonna be 4 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to the
yeah,
the
I
wedding
remember.
lady.
I remember that. I remember her.
Yeah. And then the reception area was, covered in vines and arbors with
the reception area was more
rained.
covered than the wedding area.
Yeah, the wedding area was completely open to the sky, and the sun was beating down on us.
We were getting baked.
So, at least it didn't rain. That's what we were all worried about for the majority of the day. We were very concerned it was going to rain because we saw ugly clouds, and those ugly clouds were definitely not covering the sun whenever we were standing there.
Douchebags!
Douchebag sun. But no, so we had to march all the way from the front to the back. We had basically soldiers... Renaissance soldiers in the front leading the march.
Yep.
We then it was the wedding party.
Yep.
All the bridesmaids and the groomsmen, and we were flanked by, get this, pirates.
Yep.
And then the bride and the groom and the bride's father rode in a carriage behind us, and the whole way they were chanting stuff like joy to the bride, joy to the groom, joy to all, and there was a shit ton of huzzah!
And there was some joy to the bride and groom.
Oh yeah, joy to the bride and grooms.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like we marched the whole way.
But like literally, as everyone was marching and they were clearing out the entire trail, everyone had like their phones and their cameras out,
like
and they were all participating.
Strangers
they were all participating.
Were filming it. All the staff in the booths nearby, they were shouting it as well, and it was so cool. The whole fair was participating, and that was.
You know what was really aggravating?
What?
Like the most aggravating thing I think I'd ever experienced.
What?
They were marching in step, right? They had a cadence and everything.
Oh, and they weren't marching in step?
They were.
Oh.
We weren't.
I was trying.
Yeah, I know. I was too. But I couldn't. You know why?
Because the people in front of us were not.
Yes. Everyone else in front of us wasn't. And I'm sitting there like, you're like killing me.
That's why I had to keep...
Military dude.
I had to keep keeping my eyes towards the soldiers. Because anytime I'd look at the people right in front of us, I would screw up again. And then whenever we got there, the wedding party each went up individually. And then in Norse pagan ceremony, the bride walks up first, and the groom is not waiting at the end of the aisle. Right. The bride walks up first, and then the groom walks up. And since it was at the Renaissance...
Asks permission.
Yeah, then he asks permission, just like you would But no, I was trying to say...
I wish her dad would have trolled him and said no. I'm pretty sure Stuart would have punched him right in the face. Like,
but
right,
no, like
right
he
then.
Was,
it wouldn't have been anything.
Oh, it was so funny. Like, they went, like, full on extra flowery with stuff. It was awesome.
Legit. It was
okay.
Legit. We had fun.
But yeah, the bride and the groom, whenever they started to walk up, like the soldiers, they took out their swords, and so they walked underneath the swords. It was so cool.
They're just swords, Lexi. They're not that cool.
Says the man that wants to collect swords.
I love swords.
We love swords, okay. What possession of yours are you very proud of?
I have a 6-foot replica of Tensei Zangetsu that I bought.
It's a 6-foot sword. It's a very, very large sword that's taller than I am, okay?
If you don't know,
let him fool you.
If you don't know who Tensei Zangetsu is, or what Tensei Zangetsu is, you need to go watch Bleach.
Which I haven't.
Yeah, I know, she pisses me off.
I know. Anyway, so yeah, it was so cool. But what was not cool was the cursive handwriting. I don't think any of the bridal party will ever forget the cursive handwriting. Okay, so what we had to do as the bridal party,
what we had to do is screw up in front of everybody.
We all messed up. Every single one of us messed up. We had to read what each rune was. Like
Rune?
Rune.
Rune.
I will forever mess up the word rune, okay?
Yeah.
I have to keep reminding myself. It's rune.
We did the abridged version, which is 25 runes. Originally, it's 36? I think.
But yeah,
I don't remember.
It was 25.
But, yeah, we did the abridged version. It was 25.
Each person had to read, I think, 3.
Mm-hmm. Each person read 3, and then our friend Eric, who was the presider.
We had to read what the rune was and what it represented.
Right. There were 8 of us, so that's 24 runes, and then our friend Eric, who was the one presiding over everything,
read the 25.
Read the 25. Right. The shit was in cursive.
It was in cursive. His person that was helping him wrote it in very flowery yet pointy cursive, and a lot of the bridal party hadn't read cursive since high school, including this guy, and so everyone's stumbling over it, and the poor maid of honor is standing next to me like freaking out because none of us want to mess up, and yet all of us are. And so I'm reading it over her shoulder and like whispering the words to her.
That's what Jason was doing for me.
We were all trying to help each other because, yeah, none of us expected it to be that difficult. It was very hard to read.
Yeah.
She could have written it in print, but no.
It made me hate life.
But yeah, it was still a really awesome ceremony.
The rune of bricks.
The rune of bricks. There's the rune of ricotta, which was the rune of growth. And we were all joking about how, ricotta trees and cheese is moldy. And so, yeah, growth, mold. We were having fun, okay, guys?
It was bad.
It was bad, but it was awesome.
We tanked it. It was awful.
We did horribly.
Wedding was so legit.
The wedding was still awesome.
The wedding was so legit.
But yeah, they had to lock arms.
Had we known we could troll
from drinking horns, and I'm getting lightheaded talking about this so much.
Had we known we could troll people, troll everybody for comedic relief while on the altar, while basically we were just kind of waiting our turn to do whatever, or nothing was going on for the moment. Oh, we all would have, because there was a few jokes that was made on the altar, and we kind of laughed and giggled and everything else, and it was great. But I'm just sitting there afterwards like, damn, I had 6 or 7 or 8 things I could have been saying.
We totally could have made more. But no. But that incense type stuff, dude, I had to step aside slightly, move, because it almost messed up my asthma, and I really didn't want to have an asthma attack in the middle of the ceremony.
That would have sucked.
That would have been bad. But yeah, Priscilla held Ari while we were standing up there.
Yeah.
Priscilla was basically holding everyone's non-Renaissance stuff. She was like covered in bags and yeah. And she walked behind everyone and she's just like, yeah, everyone's staring at me.
Oh yeah. Everybody that was on the sides like joining in, and everyone that was like recording. I
didn't think I was just taking advantage of y'all walking without anyone blocking.
Oh, straight up. I wish something like that would have happened. I'd have broken formation so quick and been like, you better get the hell off of her.
Like,
break your face. She's pushing my daughter.
You're fine. It's fine. But yeah, we took pictures in front of a bunch of plants. Like everyone that was in Renaissance-y or dressed up. Yeah, we all took pictures. And
Fun times.
Fun times.
Fun times.
The food. The food was good. The food. I stutter sometimes, you know this, okay? But yeah, the food was good. Like, it was mostly meat and fruit and veggies. The giant turkey legs. Like, they serve giant turkey legs. It's a staple. It's a staple at Ren Fairs. And since it was part of the reception food buffet, we didn't have to pay for turkey legs. Which is awesome.
Hey guys.
Because it's expensive.
I shot the balloon.
Yeah, he's so excited about the balloon. Like, if you didn't see it, you need to go back to the part where Richie was shooting and watch it again.
It was really hard for me to do because...
And by the way, I had literally just turned it on at that point that y'all see. Like, that was the only time that I saw him shoot it. Well, that was the first time I saw him shoot it, and I got him.
For one, it was really hard to do because it was a smaller bow than a man like me has for, like, my range of motion.
I couldn't pull it back.
And then...
I was trying, and so I look all awkward holding the bow. I'm sorry, guys. I tried pulling it.
For me, I look all awkward because the bow is smaller than it needs to be. Plus, a lot of them were missing feathers for aerodynamics.
Yeah. And then the roof is like really, really low.
Yeah.
And so Richie's like aiming down here.
I'm having to like squat or like aim a little different.
The time that y'all see me like completely cracking up, I hit the roof and it like ricocheted.
You can see, if you just go back to that and look at her bow, she's literally facing up.
But yeah, it hit the roof and it hit the wall, but then it hit the hay. Like it bounced off the wall and hit the hay.
My favorite is whenever you pulled back like you were like you were a boss and then it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I know. I'm so bad at this.
We made adjustments though.
That was the first time I'd shot in a while because the only bow and arrow that my parents have, because they have, all sorts of hunting things, and so of course they have a bow and arrow. It's made for only right-handed people, and I am very hardcore left-handed. This hand of mine is useless, okay? My right hand is completely useless to me.
That's okay. My left hand is completely useless to me. I'm like left-hand retarded.
That's how I am with the right. And yet everything is made for right-handed people.
Yeah, I know. It's because you're wrong.
You don't understand. Like, I don't... Yeah, he didn't get that part, but I was very excited when I saw the bow and arrow.
The bows were literally made for left and right.
Both left and right. I was so excited.
Yeah, she was happy about that. She literally asked me to go for archery. To go find archery so we could play. That was
the one thing that we managed to make time for.
Yeah.
I wanted to shoot a bow. I was very excited to shoot a bow.
Yep.
And then Priscilla loves cows, and she calls them moos. The whole ride.
Oh, I was
every time we'd see a pasture, she'd be like, moose!
She's like, it's my moose! And I'm like, my moo is actually a city in Louisiana. Priscilla, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, she was very excited to see the cow. And then she was
getting mad. And
that's why she's like, moo!
And then she's like, moose! And I was like, no, that's a cow, Priscilla, not a moose. What the hell is wrong with you? So, trolling her the whole way. Eventually Priscilla was like, Richie, shut the hell up.
But yeah, it was a fun trip. Ari enjoyed herself as much as, babies could. The ride up there was kind of hard for her, but the ride back she was better.
Yep. It worked out nicely.
But yeah, we had fun. So, yeah, I think that's all we have to say. Anyway, so
Presidential suite.
Presidential suite for the win, guys.
Yeah.
Definitely for the win.
Yeah. It was run by Holiday Inn. The whole thing was great. They have a timeshare over there. So that king size bed just made us realize really exactly how much we need a king size bed.
We have a queen, and it's barely enough for me and Richie.
We have a queen, and it's pitiful.
Much less whenever Ari's in the bed with us. Like, then there's no room at all.
It makes me want to hate life sometimes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's all. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter. Well, follow me on Twitter, because he doesn't have Twitter on his phone. I put it on and he deleted it. Lame face.
I don't care about Twitter.
I post pictures on Instagram. I put some stuff on Facebook. But yeah.
Yep.
Love y'all.
Love you.
Thank you for watching.
Later.